Hi everybody, Furniture Shondo back in the kitchen, episode 5, green energy salad. I have my ingredients laid out here for you. Got bok choy, romaine lettuce, kale, spinach, dandelion greens, cucumber, lime, and I have my sesame oil with basil by my homegirl, Tima, at Infused by Tima. I'm gonna put the link in the description for you. She got those oils for you. Let's go. I'm gonna start by cutting the cucumber. Have my cucumber here, ready to start cutting on it. So what we're gonna do is cut some slices. We're gonna really make them kind of medium thick. Good for the salad. And cucumbers are great. I mean, you've seen me use cucumber before. It's definitely a favorite. Cucumbers are really rich in vitamin K and vitamin C. So they're definitely good to give you energy. Good to boost your immune system. They help create water in your system, which definitely keeps you healthy. And of course, you know, they're definitely something that you would put in a salad. We're going all green today. Green energy salad. Because at times like these, we need to stay as healthy as possible. And anytime you go green, when it comes to vegetables, you're definitely gonna help detoxify your body. I mean, that's the purpose of going green. That's what we do. So I got my cucumbers cut. Now you know what I'm gonna do, right? Because I like to make mine easy to eat. So I'm gonna go ahead and half slice them. It just makes it easier when when you start eating. You don't have to worry about a whole lot of hard chewing and having to bite down real hard to chew. You know, it's better to make it more convenient for yourself. So we're just cutting these cucumber slices in half. Got a lot of cucumber to work with, so that's always a good thing when you're dealing with a salad. So I have all my cucumber slices halved. And of course you want to make sure you rinse your knife before you cut the next vegetable or fruit. I'll rinse my knife off real quick here. We're gonna move to our lime. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this lime down the middle. And I'm just gonna half section it. And I'll set this other half to the side. Now you already know what this is for, right? You know it's for the squeeze up, right? You know that. Okay, we got it. So I'm gonna sit that right here. I'm gonna go ahead and rinse the knife off again. The next thing we're gonna get to is our dandelion greens. Now with these, when you're talking about salads, you know, I'm the type of guy, I like my salads really leafy. So I'm only gonna really chop these in probably like thirds because I like the leafy action in the salad. Good nutrient value when you're chewing. And of course, you know, if you're a stem person, you could put the stems in. I'm not gonna put the bottom ends of the stems in. So I'm gonna set these to the side. So I've got my dandelion greens cut in thirds. Now, of course, these are my spinach leaves. I don't need to cut them at all. They're the perfect size. Perfect size. So I'll just slide these right here to the side. Now the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna work with our kale. And of course, I'm gonna rinse my knife off first before I work with that. So let's start working with this kale. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on my board. And I have 2 leaves of kale. Kale is great. It's very rich in vitamin K. It works very well in terms of being an antioxidant. It helps slow down aging. It gives you a boost of energy, as well as all of these green leafy vegetables give you that boost, and they give you that vitamin K you need. They also give you the vitamin A. So those are the essential, you know, so for you to really be healthy in today's world. So I'm gonna cut my kale, and I'm really gonna do it in like third sections. And you see how now you have like the stem piece. So technically we can take the stem piece and I'm gonna make sure I get all the leaves off, because that's really what we want. So just get your leaves off that stem, and you can chop a little bit as you get them off. So I have my kale. It's chopped really well. Let's do a little bit more to it. You see I've got my stems. I'm not going to put those in the salad, so I'll set those to the side. Now I have my 2 lettuce. I have my romaine lettuce, and you can see it's really leafy. You can tell that it's really leafy. When you break it off, I mean, you know, it's really good. I mean, because you technically don't have to use a knife to cut it. You can just break it off and put it in if you want. You could cut it with a knife if you want, whichever way you want to do it. I'm gonna just basically take it. I'm gonna bring my bowl over here, my salad bowl. I'm gonna take a few leaves of this romaine off. Now, there's a lot of ways you can do this. I'm gonna show you each way. I'm gonna rinse my knife off really quick. Give me just a second. Okay, so if you wanna cut, I'll show you a good way you can cut directly into the bowl. You can just take, and you might wanna go like a third of the way on, and just kind of cut and rotate. And you can put your knife in the middle, put your thumb on the dull edge of the knife, and just run it like that. And now you got your romaine pieces. You can cut them smaller than that if you'd like. I think I'm probably gonna go ahead and break those up a little bit more, but I'm gonna essentially do this first when I'm getting the third first. I'm getting it cut in thirds before I go in here and start breaking it into smaller pieces. And I'm gonna take like one more leaf of that. I'm gonna third cut that. So we got a nice little bit of romaine in there. And any like edges on the bottom you see that might have like that might start browning or what have you, you can cut those off and just put them to the side. You want your salad to be fresh. See how that's browning a little bit? You know, you just want to make sure you got the freshest leaves possible and make your salad as fresh as you can when you make it. So what I'm gonna do with this romaine now, I'm gonna just start breaking it up a little bit with my hand. And you want to get it really to where it's kind of bite-sized. Like, you know, it's really your preference how you like to do it. Everybody likes their salads a little different. I want it to be bite-sized to the point where when I put my fork in, I can get it without the pieces being too big. And I can put it, you know, you can get it so you can chew it better with it the pieces not being too big. So that's just a word of advice from me. I'm just breaking it up with my hand. Just making it a little smaller, each piece a little smaller, that's it. So I got my romaine. Now we're gonna move to our bok choy. Now bok choy is really leafy. It's a great choice when you're talking about using a leafy vegetable for a salad. I mean, just look at how it's configured. Look at the veins coming off the stem. You know, it's basically a fully white stem. It's a lot of moisture and water in there, and it allows those leaves to grow full and grow out. And you can see basically you can see the veins coming out through the stem, and that's what makes the bok choy so green. It makes those leaves so green. And the inside part is smaller leaves, and they tend to be very crispy, the inside leaves. So if you like bok choy, this is definitely one that you want to make sure you're putting in your salads. If you have never tried bok choy, you can get it at any local grocer, farmer's market. They've got it. They come in a few different sizes. This one's like a medium size. And of course, bok choy is really good in terms of mineral content when it comes to vitamin C and calcium. So what I'm gonna do with my bok choy, I don't need to use the knife to cut it. I can just break the leaves off. You see how easy it comes off? I can set that down. And those leaves just come off really easy. See how easy that breaks off? So I've got a few leaves. I've got 4. All of them are pretty much a little bit different in size. So what I'm gonna do is I'm not even gonna cut this. I can just basically use my hand and tear it into small pieces that I like. You know, what my preference is in terms of the size. That's what we're gonna do. You can feel free to do it how you like. That bok choy is good. It's got a really good flavor. It's gonna complement this salad very well. See how you can spread that? And you get that really good leaf there. You spread, you see that? That's just great. That lets you know there's a lot of nutrients in it. When you see it that green with that many veins in it, that's what you want. Then we're gonna put another leaf in. Just gonna tear them into biteable pieces. And I got one more here I'm gonna use. and tear it into biteable pieces. Now we've got our other vegetables that we can start putting into the salad. I'm gonna go ahead and put my spinach in. That goes in really well. Just mix it up a little bit. Now I'm gonna put my dandelion greens in. Already chopped and ready to go. For those of you who are familiar with dandelion greens, you know they've got like that kind of lightly bitter, lightly seasoned taste, a little salt taste. It comes natural. It's natural, you know, the way it grows, and so it gives you flavor. So there's really no need to add any salts to this salad. This is just gonna be a pure green energy salad. Now I'm gonna take my kale and put it in. And if those of you that are familiar with kale, kale has a taste that's just different. It's just a different taste. It complements everything that's in here. It gives you a lot of flavor. Again, the way all of these taste, when you put them together, there's really no need to season this salad with any type of seasonings. You really don't have to do that. If you prefer to use seasoning, that's definitely your option. You can do that. But I would suggest if you want to get the full effect out of it, the full health benefits, you want to go without any seasoning. Other than the oil I'm going to top it off with, you don't need any seasonings. Now we're going to put our cucumbers in. And you see I have a nice bit of cucumber. I'm going to just drop those in. Got my cucumber ready to go. And see, I can already start to smell the infusion of all of these vegetables along with the cucumber. Once you put that cucumber in, you can smell the infusion of it. You can definitely start to smell it. And we're just gonna turn it a little bit. Get it turned just enough to get everything mixed in like you want it. That's a beautiful salad right there. That's that green energy. You know what I mean? That's that green energy for you. And you know what time it is. It's time for that squeeze up. But this is how I'm gonna do it. Let me just go ahead and do the right hand squeeze for you right now though. We're gonna do the lime squeeze with the right hand. And I'm gonna double it up, put both hands on there so I can get it squeezed like I want to, but I had to start out with that right. That right powerful. The right hand squeeze. And we're gonna go ahead and just do it like this, twist it a little bit. And the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rinse my hands off. And I'm about to go ahead and hit this thing with this sesame oil with basil by Infused by Teeman. This right here, that's that thing, man. I'm trying to tell you. If anybody knows anything about sesame oil, hey, sesame oil is definitely health beneficial. The ancients used it, ancient Egyptians, you know, all of your ancient cultures use sesame oil. It's really got a lot of good properties. It's good for cardiovascular health. And I'm gonna go ahead and hit my green energy salad with my sesame oil with basil. And you know that basil, it just sets it off anyway. So I had to get my homegirl to go ahead and infuse that sesame oil with that basil. Like I said, Infused by Teeman. I'm gonna put the link in the description. And go ahead and hit it with a little of this sesame oil, man. see, what we're gonna do is just try to get a nice bit on the top, and I can work it around. And work it around. Turn my salad over with my hands. Just work it around. This is where the gloves come in handy too. And well, that sesame oil is bringing out that smell, man. It's gonna definitely affect that flavor too. And you don't even have to use much. You don't really have to go too hard on it. You just want to go ahead and just put a few drops in there. Turn your salad with your hands. Now, for those of you, if you're the type, do you have a preference on what type of oil you might use on a salad, or even if you don't want to put oil in your salad, it's up to you. It's up to you. But it definitely can give you a little bit of kick. You put that, depending on what type of oil. I decided to go with the sesame. Now, we're going to go ahead and squeeze them up one more time, left-handed. We're going to start with the left hand squeeze on this one. See that? You got the left hand squeeze up. You know how I do it. It's FTS, man. I got to do that. Then we're going to double it up with both hands and get the little twist. And there we go. Go ahead and turn it a little bit more. Get the cucumber stirred up. Get everything stirred up a little more. There we go. We got our green energy salad. Check it out. I gotta prepare it, gotta get it ready. Gotta go ahead and put it in the bowl so I can go ahead and do the taste test on it. That's coming. Check that out. I'm telling you, that's that green energy. That's what you need in your life. Vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin K, calcium. It's all there. It's all there for you. And in times like these, it's gonna help everything you got going on. I got my bowl ready. I got my tongs. Let's serve it on up. That's that green energy. You see that footwork, that arm work, that shoulder work. You gotta work for a little bit. We're gonna do it a little different today though. Check it out. I gotta represent that culture a little bit. You know what I mean? I have no choice. I got to, because it's all me. I got my green energy right here and it's ready to go. Let's check this out. Give me a good forkful real quick. Now that's flavor. That's really flavor. That kale, some dandelion greens, I tasted immediately. That lime squeeze is in there. I'm getting all my vitamin K, vitamin C, vitamin A, calcium. And that sesame oil and that basil. It's in there and it's hitting. Oh, it's a hard hitter. I love that. Oh yes. Please make me one of these. Please try it. Right now, with the way things are, the green energy is what you need. Trust FTS. You know I'm gonna do the right thing with it every time. Episode 5, Green Energy Salad. Holler to people, man. You know what I mean? You know how I do. Check me out.